and reliable way for body participation using part one. In part two, I'd like to talk about the simplest three-dimensional user communication using form builder. What are the critical factors for successful three-dimensional user communication? The first critical factor is secure space maintenance with longer in the index during queuing period. The second critical factor for successful implementation is tangent-free primary sorting close. This slide shows you the old fashioned story immobilization of bone graft for advanced implementation. Many surgical techniques have been introduced to get good space maintenance in implementation. Among these methods, the additional slide, the Blackburn technique, has been widely used to get a good space maintenance in the event. Let me show you some of my cases using Blackburn. This case was done in 2010. At that time, fetal surgery was popular in Asia and in the USA. So in this case, so I used fetal surgery in order to harvest the chin Blackburn. You can see the three-dimensional detail on the anterior essay lesions. So when I was young, I learned and I believe that the autologous Blackburn is the only solution for three-dimensional implementation. So I harvest the chin bone with the fetal surgery, and the Blackburn was divided into the two pieces, and each Blackburn was stabilized with 2-point fixation using microscope. Two mini implants were placed at the same time in order to provide immediate transferalization. This is 4 months healing. So after 6 months healing, you can see favorable 3D implementation. So I placed the 3 implant and the immediate patient was released on the same day. This is before resection. You can see the huge detail here, and this is after release of finalization, and this is 30 years loading showing favorable release. This is a serial X-ray. This is clear. Baseline. This is a 60 years loading showing minor bone eruptions around the patella. I have done many cases using accordance of Blackburn harvest to become chin. Then from I start to use that before, and just on this slide, many complications are always this slide shows the complications related with graphic autonomous of Blackburn or bone clay. From the practice point of view, autonomous of Blackburn can be the first choice for the recovery of large bone defect, but from patient point of view, they are not easy to accept these aggressive procedures. So, in my department nowadays, the harvesting autonomous of Blackburn can be the last option for patients because it is very far procedure. Let me show you my favorite case after using chin graft. This patient was referred to me because the first GBR done by my colleague was pain. So I remove all the implant and take those injector to the defect here. After soft tissue healing, I harvested 50 millimeter thick, for cancers of the skin in order to do three-dimensional augmentation. So graphic procedures were good. And then the particulate occurrence on chipboard I harvested on the respiratory between beta 1 and plasma. The particulate occurrence on chipboard are stabilized with tuning sealant. At that time, I thought I got the cortex of this closed, but 6 weeks later, the blood one was exposed. I was very disappointed with this big flat water elevated. Again, you can see the pulse on the defect. So I removed the blood and I placed a 224-unit implant immediately after cleaning wounds. And the antibiotic salts, tetracycline salt, particulate underwater, grafted immediately and applied immediately and then cardiac platforms. And the elimination was made on the periscope and the back place. And so this was done at the same time. Wow, look at that good vertical degeneration after 4 months using. This is 3 years. Implant extraction was done by my party. This is 3 years. This is 14 years loading. You can see the minor bone distortion around, moderate bone distortion is around implant, but this restoration is a function very well. From this case, I learned that blood bone technique is not only option for three-dimensional research and training. So you can get the same result from conventional GBR technique using tension force. This slide shows one of the gold backs of blood bone technique. As shown on this slide, the auto blood bone shows the unpredictable distortions at the morning 4 to 6. Intraoral blood bone shows about 15%, and iliac bone test shows 50% of distortion at the morning 6 here. This is my case. I have actually the 6 range bone for vertical augmentation. So I did the sinus bone augmentation in conjunction with the vertical augmentation using monocortical blood. The plasma membrane was placed, which was done, and this patient came back to the dentist in order to place the implant. And this patient came back to me after 5 years. Very nice. Yes, so we can see sometimes the unpredictable distortion, occasionally complete distortion of the autonomous blood over time. This is 17 years ago. And it is still functioning well, even though the vaginal bone is thin. This is a lab case which was done by me. When she came to me, she was only 20. Very young lady. She had used this here, so you can remove. I placed implant at the same time And you can see the severe horizontal defect. So I placed the lens bond for the horizontal segmentation, and the aluminum here was grafted on the residual ticket, and the grafting material, aluminum material was stabilized with the fluid. After 6 months, really, the flame was elevated again. I was very surprised, embarrassed to see the results of So I did the secondary bone grafting on the ticket. Another 5 months healing. All blood was on the way. Wow, I was very shocked. So I did third graft using activate This is the final restoration. This is the 14 years loading. Anyway, even though I lost the blood form, I can get degenerated between two anterior implants. It's very good. This is after delivery of final restoration. This is the year's loading. This is the 14 years loading. Now you can see the bone is growing. But this is not perfect. So whenever I saw the unpredictable result from the blood bond technique, I felt very guilty to our patient because I sacrificed children in their claims for implementation. But the result was not always. In many cases, I can see the unpredictable results. So instead of using blood bond technique, I had used Messi or I can lay for the vortex or vertical sandwich augmentation, or sometimes I did distraction osteogenesis. Among these techniques, the vertical sandwich augmentation shows very predictability over time. This technique was introduced by Dr. Jensen in 2006. The sandwich augmentation is technically simpler compared to the blood bond technique or the body plate technique or any other techniques. This technique does not require donor side implant. And this technique shows very stable vaginal bone over time. I published some articles on this technique. When this patient came to me, this patient showed had about 10 minutes of later divisions on lower anterior area. She said to me that all dentists refused to treat her because of too much hormones. So in this case, we at that time, I had two options: simple grafting or sandwich augmentation. So I gave up to the blood bond technique for vertical augmentation because of the unpredictable resorption, especially in young dogs. So I did the sandwich augmentation using field surgery. Bone was segmented like this, and we cannot touch it in while field in order to maintain good stability, good blood supply to the segmented bone. And the bone was segmented and elevated They studied about pendulum time. And the segmented bond was the stabilized with the micro plate, and the gap between segmented bond and basal bond or the big allogen continues. After 6 months healing, the one piece implant was placed. And you can see this technique has no impact on horizontal augmentation. I did secondary augmentation for horizontal augmentation. For one form was nothing and stabilized with the activity. And immediate radiation was she cried with joy because she had his in 10 years. This is a 15 years loading. You can see zero line. As I mentioned before, these things show the very good steady. This slide shows the book published in 2016. I contributed two chapters, chapter 12 and chapter 16. Chapter 12 describes savings communication with physiology, so I kindly recommend to read from chapter 12 if you want to learn savings communication. An alternative to platform technique, Python mesh assisted surgery implementation is all has been used at my department in order to get grafting materials on the video. I have used the main types of Python mesh at my department. In this case, I used the titanium mesh with the macro holes. So I could get a 50 milliliter body cut increment on the right posterior mandible, and I also did the same augmentation on the left posterior mandible at the same time. This 15 years loading. Same technique shows zero bonds or after 15 loading, but the right side using Python mesh shows the cumulative margin of bone resorption. I call this the model bone resorption over time. And both sides show good results. This slide will show you the benefit of the mesh technique. This type mesh technique can produce predictable results in 3D augmentation. This technique is one of the benefits. This technique is actually technically difficult to place in and to remove from house. When the Python mesh is exposed, it is very easy to be infected, and this infection can be very low for grafting. And you need to understand, you need to know after removing Python mesh is one of the connective tissue is always degenerated on the Python mesh. So I briefly reviewed several complicated augmentation techniques that I used to do in the past. Now I'd like to share a simplified surgical technique for individual augmentation, which is patient-oriented ridge augmentation. Patient-oriented patient-oriented surgery includes a simple technique for surgeons and minimally invasive for our patient.
cái thứ hai là ít xâm lấn cho bệnh
And
nhân
this concept
và giảm
is
thiểu thời
used
gian
for short eventual period for our patient. I have used, as I mentioned before, many techniques to get secure space maintenance in advanced instrumentation, as shown on my previous slides. However, sticky one, nowadays, sticky one is considered as the only
cho đến thời điểm
solution
này sticky
in
bond đã là
order
cái phương pháp
to simplify
và
advanced
và hiệu quả trong việc điều trị.
instrumentation. Sticky one, which is my favorite mark, was introduced in 2010
và tôi đã giới thiệu cái
with
sticky
the
bond này năm 2010
one.
với
The
professor
concept of sticky bond was developed in order to do simple surgery.
và việc làm sticky bond này
The sticky bond
khá là đơn giản.
plays a role of storing space maintenance for advanced
Hoạt động cái vai
instrumentation.
trò để có thể
So,
bảo vệ các cái
as
số
long as you use sticky
tương
bond,
đối là ổn
you
định
don't need
để
to
mà
harvest the
kết hợp
blood bond, you don't need to use titanium metal.
và khi sử dụng sticky bond chúng ta đôi khi không cần sử dụng các hệ thống hỗ trợ như là các cái mini screw, các cái cọc lều hay titanium mesh để giữ
This
cái
is the
bộ
one
xương.
of the early case using
Đây là một cái hình ảnh của một ca sử
sticky
dụng
bond.
sticky bond.
Take a closer look at the huge magnetic head
Ta thấy rằng sau khi cắm implant từ
at the
xương
place
và implant hậu
sticky bond was
và
placed.
sẽ bù lại với các cái sticky bond
No platinum membrane,
và
no protect membrane, no titanium metal was
chính tôi chỉ
used.
sử dụng cái
Only
màng
CGF membrane
và cái
was
màng fibrin
used.
có chứa yếu tố tăng trưởng.
You see, at the pharmacy building, quite station was delayed, and in order to make
Một điều nữa là sau khi
healthy
mà chúng
pipeline
xong
continue
việc sử dụng
around
mỗi
implantation
sử dụng cái
should
phương pháp
this
là
epidemic
BCG,
was
tức
at
là
the
cái kỹ thuật ghép lợi tự
time.
do mà hạn chế
No
thành công.
options were used in order to stabilize
Đặc biệt
the
cái kỹ thuật
implant.
BCG này tôi sẽ ổn định cái mông mông
This
mềm
is 11
và không cần
years
phải
rolling, there is
không
no
nhiều.
marginal bone insertion. Even though
Và đây
I
là
did
hình
not
ảnh
need
hoạt động
platinum
chịu đựng tỷ lệ ghép xương vẫn như thế và không cần phải sử dụng.
When I did this technique at the first time in my country, many doctors asked me that why you didn't use platinum.
Và rất nhiều bác sĩ
As long
đặt
as
ra câu
you
hỏi
use
là
sticky bond
tại
means
sao bạn không cần phải sử dụng
immobilize
cái màng
the
fibrin?
material to
Câu
with
trả lời
the
đấy chính là
fibrin
tôi sử
network.
dụng sticky bond.
You don't need to use platinum membrane in small detail. I still use platinum membrane when I did a huge
Và
vertical.
trường hợp này tôi không cần dùng
In many
collagen,
cases,
màng collagen, tôi chỉ
I
sử dụng một
prefer
cái
to
màng
use
fibrin thôi.
CGF
Tôi chỉ dùng
membrane
một
or
collagen trong trường hợp
LCR
mà rất là
membrane
thiếu
in
nhiều
place
xương.
of
Và
platinum
chỉ cần
membrane.
sticky bond với màng fibrin là đã
In
đủ
order
rồi.
to simple. Dr. A, who is next speaker
Đây
in
là
the afternoon
Dr.
today,
Eric Park
and Dr. Jenkins,
và đây là hình ảnh Dr.
and
Jenkins.
this is me.
Đây là
We
cái
call,
người
they call us Stevie Brothers.
và đây là hình
Like
ảnh
we did
video
many live surgery
sticky bond
program
các cái
in
khóa học
the
livestream video hướng dẫn để học
Mexico
ghép xương.
for the general dentist. So I showed them how to make sticky bond.
Đây là cái video để hướng dẫn để làm
Even
sticky
though
bond.
they are first beginner to do venipuncture, all attended were successful to take venous blood from patient for arms and to
Như
make
các bạn biết đấy,
sticky bond.
sẽ
They
cần
all
cái máu để
general practice.
tay và ly tâm và
Sticky bond. So sticky bond is easy
làm
to
ra cái
make.
sticky bond.
And thanks to concentrated growth factors,
Sticky
you
bond
can
rất
get
là
best
tốt
bond
mà
with the raised after grafting sticky
và
bond.
chúng ta có thể dùng
And
cái
sticky bond is easily adaptable
bởi vì có các yếu
on
tố tăng
the
trưởng
all defect.
và sticky bond gần như là
And you can get, you
phù
can
hợp với tất
expect
cả các cái
minimal loss of bone graft during healing period. So in many cases, you don't need to use titration or plasma or bone plate technique. And you use plate, sticky bone only.
Trong trường hợp dùng sticky bond
So you don't need to use plasma or
vì thế các chúng ta không
titration.
sử dụng các
Any
loại
other
cảm chế
communications, augmentation.
mà chỉ cần sticky bond.
You can do the patient-oriented surgical technique with sticky bone.
Như vậy là chúng ta có thể ghép xương và hạn chế sử dụng các
Since I first introduced the sticky bone in 2010, many legendary speakers have presented the advantages of sticky bone. As shown on this slide.
và từ khi chúng ta
How is
sử
the
dụng
world of
giới thiệu về
famous?
phương pháp sử dụng sticky
Implant
bond,
codes,
các bài
environmental
các
patient
các bác
surgery,
sĩ đã sử dụng cái
also
phương pháp
show
này
the
và đây là cái hình ảnh năm 2018 nhiều các báo cáo về sticky bond
sticky bone
và đã đưa
also
sticky bond vào các cái bài giảng.
Dr. Pickles, who is also very famous, the oral surgeon and gynecologist, he was my mentor when I was young. I learned the blood technique from his lecture.
Và đây là
When I did one day training course in Florida, USA, Dr. Pickles came to the my one day course to run sticky. He is very active to
bác
use
sĩ
the
đã
sticky
đến khóa
bone.
học của tôi và học về kỹ thuật làm sticky bond này và bây giờ là rất thành công về
At
sticky
one
bond.
of these videos, the sticky bone works well in all kinds of drugs. This is
Và
allowed.
có thấy rằng đây là
This
hình
is
ảnh cho thấy
allowed.
sticky bond có thể làm về tất cả
Nowadays, there are many copies of my sticky
các
bone.
xương
Dr. Chopran copied this concept and he called identical bone or sometimes stable. Dr. Myron, because called this sticky bone
khi mà sử dụng sticky bond
identical bone or blood. Doctor said identical bone, whatever they say.
Không sao em để cái này lên trên đấy đi.
Original sticky bone.
bond nằm trong cái
Cho nó rõ này.
In addition to sticky bone, anti-force technique can be used to maintain bone graft on the defect instead of being complicated surgery. Anti-force technique in conjunction with the delayed implant placement has been posted by many clinicians as shown on this slide. These are delayed procedures.
sử dụng sticky bond như các cái việc cộng đều.
So let me share one or two cases using this concept. That this patient was referred to me for experimentation on posterior, both posterior mandible. So at that time, I used 22 screws to get some space to infinite figure and sticky bone was placed. This by all concept. Now I don't use this technique anymore. And the titanium mesh was closed. So they did
Theo
the
tuy nhiên bây giờ
technique.
có một mesh titan
And CGF membrane was part of the titanium mesh in order to accelerate wound healing.
sau 6 tháng
After 6 months healing, titanium mesh was removed and the painting holes
và có thể là còn lộ hai cái
and you know well, removing titanium mesh is not easy. Takes time.
và từ đây tôi sử dụng mesh
And
titan
I placed the 4
định
implants,
lại cái vị trí sẽ
and you can see the some bone figure. So I did the second bone. After 6 months healing, the implant was exposed and restoration of the knee. This is the final restoration, and in order to make pitch the gingival around implant restoration should be was done. Implant favorable maintenance augmented is seen, even though in modeling marginal bone section is so you can use technical tool in conjunction with simultaneous implantation of this line in order to prevent apical migration of graft material within tissue. So I place the 4 or 5 painting on two walls placed at the same time. Prevent apical migration of bone graft. After healing, because it considers some migration from most of graft materials around implant, even though I use the technical. For the longevity of implant restoration, which is FDG one, this is the physiology. You can see the remodeling of marginal bone absorption implants. If you calculate 24 screw, one place implant at the same time as 24 implants. To my knowledge, Dr. Marx is forced to use implants at 24 screws. And 24 implants. It's the atrophy of the mandible. So under the general anesthesia, we use the mental incision in order to expose mandible body and place the 6 or 5 implants at the same time and crush the diaphragm was grafted for implant. Instead of placing screw, he placed implant to get good space around defect on the defect with grafting materials. He reported about 99% of success rate. He placed 3 5, 6 implants. I was very genius approach for the recovery of severely dissolved mandible. And on this research, we can place implant at the same time for advanced degeneration instead of placing multiple tenting core screws. This is my case. Community shows you very low lexular bone of a light structure lexula. You can see the bone imperfection here. And the first principle was elevated. Can you see? You can see the interosseous artery here on the wall of sinus cavity. As long as you use physiosurgery for the preparation of a bony window, you don't need to worry about arterial damage during preparation. You should be very, very cautious when you use a motor instrument when you make lateral during sinus augmentation. Once arterial bleeding happens, it takes time, almost 30 minutes to control bleeding. So you need to prevent arterial bleeding during window preparation with physiosurgery. ROB window, replaceable osteoinductive bony window walls developed. look at undamaged artery intraosseous. After elevation of the full thickness cleft, I mean the back cleft and palatal cleft, you can see that the bone communication on palatal wall. So this is indication for the endocrinological sinus augmentation. After elevation of sinus mucosa, I did bone graft-free sinus augmentation. I did sinus augmentation without grafting bone graft tears. So I placed implant at the same time at a panting hole screw in order to get good vertical regeneration on the defect, and only CGF membranes were placed in the sinus in order to accelerate newborn formation in the sinus. And ROV window was in position. You don't need to fix lock window with the screw or suture. Just reposition this window. Even this window a little mobile, or the window will be regenerated very well. And I placed the three bone for horizontal and vertical regeneration. And in this case, I placed the radial membrane over the bone graft, but no membrane text, no membrane stabilization switch was used. I don't like to do time-consuming procedure. This is Yakamichiti, this is 6 months healing. Now you can see 100% close vital newborn formation in the sinus. Now particle, not a single particle of bovine or any other alloplastic grafting materials in the sinus. You can see the excellent sediment regeneration around implant. Final restoration was delivered, and this is the final restoration. Okay, this patient shows you vertical deficiency on the right posterior mandible. What would you like to do? Patient oriented simple technique. Doctor oriented complicated. Would you like to use vertical? Chiffon for 6 mm vertical augmentation or titanium meshing, or would you like to do simple GBR technique for 3D augmentation? Yeah, I prefer to do a simple technique. So I placed 4 implants simultaneously at a panting hole screw. Instead of placing panting hole mini screws, I placed the implant at the same time. And the implant were intentionally exposed about 6 mm, 5 to 6 mm vertical. And the bone was grafted. Titanium platinum barrier was placed speedily without membrane text or membrane stabilization switch. You don't need to stabilize the membrane as long as you use sticky bone. You see? Postcard. After 6 months, 7 months healing, implant was exposed. Temporary extraction was needed in order to make healthy character gene demand around implant registration. I did switches acquisition. You know, the conventional pre-gingival graft using switch technique very difficult, time consuming. But if you use this technique, switches acquisition technique, you can save 30% time a lot. Very simple. ready. So now you can see the sufficient journal attached to Captain Gingiva at the 6 months. This is 13 years loading. This is 13 years loading. Radiogram shows the small immodeling marginal bone distortion around implants, but it still function very well. But another case using tenting core implants. Implant was placed on the hip bed and the implants were exposed vertically 3 to 4 millimeters. And stick bone was placed and collateral membrane was part of the bone. After 4 months, only 4 months of healing, implants were exposed. And temporary accession was delayed, and the suture activity was done. This is the 14 years loading. You can see the patient had gingival implant restorations. Long-term follow is an event for even marginal bone distortion is seen around implant platform after 15 years in function. This is another case. You can see the severe vertical defect on anterior SFA. I placed implant at the same time, and the implant acts as a tenting force through and stick bone, and the collateral membrane was covered. But you can see the sound marginal bone distortion here. How can we prevent remodeling marginal bone distortion? How can we solve remodeling marginal bone distortion over time? So I started to use the tenting core of in order to allow more bone graft or implant platform, and in order to reduce future marginal bone distortion over time. This case shows the vertical divisions and the horizontal divisions. So I did rigid split technique in this case. So, and after placing implant, the background plate was fractured. How do you stabilize the fractured background plate after placing implant? The only solution to stabilize fractured background plate is stabilize. You cannot place micro screw in order to stabilize fractured background plate after placing implants. And in order to prevent apical migration or grafting, and to allow more bone grafting over the implanted platform, I placed 2 mm high tenting oven. This is a low profile filling oven. And sticky bone and one was grafted. In this case, I did not use plasma membrane, only CGF membranes were part of the bone graft. This is before. This is a post-op. You can see bone graft over tenting pores over the neck. This is the 8 years function. Wow, look at the bone, uniform the bone over implant platform. There is no remodeling marginal bone resorption over time, thanks to tenting pole over. There's another case using tenting pole over CBCT shows you very low radial bone height. I used the decrease of water pressure in order to elevate sinus. HPISE technique, the first technique to use water pressure in order to elevate sinus mucosa. This technique was introduced in 2008. Nowadays, many implant companies, including Korean companies, have introduced the sinus crystal approach using water pressure, such as the CAS technique. That's just a CAS technique that can copy of the basically copy of these techniques. If you have a video surgery in your hand, you can do any kind of surgery simply. After elevating sinus mucosa with water pressure, I place the CGF membrane. No grafting material, bone graft was placed in the new graft under the elevated sinus mucosa. And I place the implant at the same time as a tenting pole screw. And in order to get a good vertical regeneration, both vertical augmentation, I place the 3 millimeter high healing abutment as a tenting pole abutment. And patient expected the teeth was prepared to osteoinductive tooth bone graft at chair side and sticky tooth bone was grafted. At the same time, and collagen barrier membrane was carved without membrane text. This is pre-op. This is post-op. You can see about 10 millimeters elevation of the sinus mucosa, and you can see the tooth bones around implant. This is 6 months healing. Now, the 100% orthros, bone deformation in the sinus, and you can see sedimental augmentation using implants. This is pre-op. This is 6 months healing. This is a newly formed ridge here. Sorry, this is post-op. This is the pre-op. This is post-op. This is 6 months healing. You can see the newly formed bone over implant. Not only implant. The temporary restoration was relieved, but there was no attached cartilage around implants, so I did sutures after this using cyano after it was dropped. This is 10 days later. This is 6 years in function. Now you can see the good gingival around implant restorations. This is pre-op. This is 6 years in function. You can see very stable marginal bone over implant. There is no remodeling marginal bone resorption around implant thanks to tenting pole implant and tenting pole abutment. This patient shows you very severe vertical three-dimensional deficiency on left posterior mandibule. So I placed four implants, and I placed the 3 mm high tenting cord abutment at the same time, not able to get predictable 3D rigid augmentation. And patients, the first one was also prepared to do the post-inductive platform and placed on black card for orthodontal rejuvenation in this case. I placed three mini implants on entire mandible in order to deliver immediate fixed temporary restoration. This is in 4 years, almost 5 years. Follow, you can see the newly formed attached the gingiva from this application. This is before. This is almost 5 years loading. You can see the form. Newly formed one, implant. No remodeling environment or social. This book it will be published soon. I wrote one chapter about vertical instrumentation in conjunction with immediate implant placement. And I showed you many cases. According to this book, my conclusion is that the grafting procedure combined with the simultaneous dental implant placement and tension-free soft tissue flap close markedly reduces treatment time, markedly reduces eventual healing time. And the number of surgical interventions needs to be placed implant in patients with severely altered or defect. This is patient or any individual patient. So I showed you newly developed the Santa from biochem implants as an alternative to bulky healing abutment Santa, which is specially designed tenting pole abutment. Santa has a shallow neck and straight neck, shallow and straight neck to accommodate more grafting materials over implant flap. Santa 1 is usually indicated for horizontal rejuvenation. Santa 2, which has 2 mm curve height, is indicated for vertical or 3-dimensional rejuvenation. Take a look at the comparative image. The left side shows you the 3 mm high healing at the tenting pole. Right side shows you the Santa at the tenting pole. The Santa can accommodate more bone around implant or implant. Okay? This slide shows you surgical procedure of Santa 1 for horizontal implantation. After elevating full thickness flap, and usually I usually do endoscopy in order to get initial stability of implant. An implant is placed 1 mm deeper to the inguinal crestal bone. And Santa was placed, and the sticky bone is grafted around defect along implant body and over Santa, over top for Santa. And tension-free primary clothes is essential. When Santa is seated on the implant platform, the soft tissue, even the soft tissue pressure pushes the grafting material to Santa, but the Santa prevents any kind of violation of grafting material caused by the soft tissue pressure during healing period. Here's the case. You can see the here horizontal is what would you like to do? Block technique, message, with the delayed implant placement, or simple technique for your patient. The first sequence level is believed, but the acuity, horizontal defect on minor vertical deficiency. So implant was placed only apical 3 mm of implant was engaged in the bone, but the initial stability was perfect, more than 50 newtons here. Thanks to unorthodoxy. And Santa 1, all due to Santa 2, in this case, Santa 1 was placed and sticky bone was grafted on the CGF membrane was carved over the bone. This is clear. This is constant. This is 11 experience. Any bone graft was not migrating anytime sense to tempting or Santa. Even though I did not use plasma membrane or pattern or titan reinforced orchestra. This is the before. This is 11 years here. So I elevated the small plate in order to see bone around implant neck. This is a white bone, so bone was not finished yet. And immediate lactation was lifted on the same day. And this is the before grafting. This is a 1 year, 6 months healing. You can see the bone, all implant platform. So you can get aesthetic over time. Here's another case using Santa 1. This is a very thin bone on buccal. So implant was placed and the 1 millimeter crescent. And Santa 1 was seated on implant platform. ACM is the orthodontic chip maker was used not only for codification, for those collection of orthodontic chip. This is the option. We can use more protocol codifications. And Santa 1 was placed, and the orthodont was grafted here. One stick of one was grafted here, and the stick of white one was placed on the CGF membrane was carved over the bone. This is before. This is a poster. This is a format. Wow, huge ornamentation with this simple technique. No fragment, no mesh, no membrane stabilization, no complicated stabilization techniques. The second, after only 4 months healing, how stop. This is the case with Santa. This patient presented me with aging of implant. She did not want to remove a whole upper implant. So, in order to, so at the first step, I cut these implant posterior restorations. I did the instrumentation. I did not touch this area because for the mastication during healing period. So implant was removed, soft tissue healing was allowed, and after 6 week healing, the full thickness level was elevated. You can see the bony communications. Very narrow alveolar bone is thin on the posterior maxilla. And you can see that the bone dissorption it looks like canine implants. So I use the scaler with the pepperoni tip was used to remove the calculus, and glycine airflow was applied in order to remove a biofilm attached on exposed implant surface. Now you can see the green implant surface here. And the sinus mucosa was already perforated in this case, so as shown on the previous slide. So this is I could not use the critical approach using water pressure, so I did entirely approach the sinus augmentation. So ROV window or lab window was prepared with philosophy. Do not remove, please. Do not remove. Let it really work. After taking ROV window philosophy, you can replace it. You can get this back to your patient. You don't need to buy collagen membrane in order to do laterally across the sinus augmentation. ROV window is osteoinductive window, barrier membrane. Collagen membrane has no effect on bone regeneration, the sinus, but ROV window accelerates neuron formation in the sinus. I published many articles, animal studies, human studies. Sinus mucosa was elevated. Make sure to expose media nasal wall of the sinus cavity in order to get maximum blood supply into the view compartment under the elevated sinus mucosa. I placed the 2 implants at the same time, and for the repair of mucosa perforation, best resolvable gelatinous forms was placed. We don't need to place the low nesting collagen membrane in order to repair mucosal perforations. According to the studies, the low nesting collagen membrane can cause inflammatory response during resorption when you place it under the perforating the sinus. Sinus mucosa has a natural blood supply. It heals very fast. So you don't need to place a long-lasting collagen barrier membrane for the repair of mucosal perforation. So when the sinus mucosal perforation is small, smaller than the size of API or CGF membrane, you don't need to place collagen membrane, just place enough. But mucosal perforation is bigger than 1 cm, 2 cm, I recommend you place it. Has to resolve the gelatin stones first, and then place the CGF membrane on the gelatin stones. Out of the window, what the position? This is the forehead. The barrier and the posterior barrier membrane is out of the window. Not only accelerate bone degeneration in the sinus, but those prevent soft tissue ingress into the sinus. 100%. And sticky bone, Santa was placed, and sticky bone was placed over the Santa. Collagen barrier was carved over the bone, and future was up. This you can see the graft materials from implant, and you can see the ridge here. Now, this is the 5-month scaling community showing 100% autologous bone regeneration in the site, not part of bone on the site. As long as you do the bone graft sinus augmentation, you can get much higher bone to implant contact surface in the sinus. According to the literature, when you use mobile graft materials for sinus augmentation, you can get only 10 to 20% of bone to implant contact surface. But if you use bone graft sinus augmentation, you can get almost 40% bone to implant contact surface. So you can look high implant successful without grafting material in the sinus. This is a good fundamental operation. And you can see the bone regeneration here. And covering was done. The laser bone height was less than 1 millimeter, but the operation was done after 5 months because I did not place any foreign materials in the site. So you can demonstration. Take a look at the bone, regenerated bone over the implant platform, thanks to some. Have you heard of Romanica pouching? Yeah, this is the technique to repair mucosa perforation. When the mucosa perforation happens, the collagen membrane has whole exposed bony work. And this is very difficult. When I was young, I tried this technique. Very difficult. It's not easy. It takes time. You don't need to do that. When mucosa perforation happens like this, just place keratin here. That's all. Do not block the exposed bony wall with long lasting collagen membrane. We need the blood supply from here, from here, from here, from here, from here. If you block the bony surface with collagen membrane, you are blocking. You block blood supply from subscale. So, when you do the like this technique, this is another clinical research from Romanica University. When sinus mucosa was prepared, wow, look at they reported a 30% of implant failure. They published this article. They published clinical data with this technique. 30% of do not block exposed sinus bone work with collagen membrane. This is another clinical study on membrane perforation. When membrane perforation happens, about 60% of sinusitis reported. Wow, much higher. Yeah, I have done sinus bone grafting according to my research, I experienced about 3% of sinusitis after bone grafting the sinus. This sinusitis gave me a lot of stress. So that's the reason I started to use the graft materials in the sinus. I always try to place implant at the same time in order to get space maintained. Why we use bone graft material in the sinus? We need space maintained in the sinus. That's all. So if you place the implant at the same time, you don't need to place the grafting material in the sinus. This is the before case, my colleague's case. He did the sinus augmentation. Wow, sinus was infected. Wow, look at the pus. If you experience sinusitis like this, maybe your patient that cannot get implants for the restoration within 2 years. Your patient will blame on you. Some patients will shoot. Yeah, they do in my country. They shoot. Doctors. This slide shows you any study to prove newborn formation without bone graft in the sinus, including my studies. Many studies prove that sinus mucosa has osteoinductive potential to induce newborn formation in the new compartment under the elevated sinus membrane. So, do not block osteoinductive potential of sinus mucosa with long-lasting collagen membrane. Places or LPR. This slide shows a research review on the bone graft sinus augmentation. They reviewed for 19 studies, including my clinical study. The conclusion is that it is clearly shown in the review that the potential of the maxillary sinus to heal and to form newborn formation without bone graft or substitute is of. This is another system review on bone graft sinus augmentation. According to this study, the bone graft sinus augmentation using lateral window and frontal approach with the simultaneous implant placement appears to be a predictable treatment modality. So as long as you don't place grafted material, you can get faster bone regeneration than bovine grafted sinus augmentation. You can get less marginal bone loss than bone graft added sinus augmentation. You can get higher bone density than sinus grafted with allograft. You can get low implant failure than bone graft added sinus augmentation. So you can get similar bone implant content if you do not place grafting material in the sinus, and similar according to bone graft sinus. So is bone graft a prerequisite for sinus augmentation? No. Bone graft is not prerequisite for sinus augmentation if you place implant at the same time. If you want to do sinusitis-free sinus augmentation, use Kismet Shijo alloy window and place biomodified sheet such as Shijo instead of placing grafting materials. Bone graft sinus augmentation is highly predictable, and the bone formation in the sinus is strongly evident. And if you do not place grafting material, no risk of post-op. No risk of post-op. Now I'm back to the rejuvenation again. As I mentioned before, sometimes it indicates the possibility of mandibular rejuventation. Let me tell you a little bit about surgical procedure using Santa 2. The implant is placed 2 millimeters deeper to the proximal bone. And sine part is placed on the implant platform, and the graft sticky bone is placed over the sine part. And tension peak juice is used. This book is just published this December. I wrote one chapter on painting pore assisted three-dimensional representation. So if you want to know this technique in details, you can read this chapter. Okay. This patient very important to me because of a recurrent infection on posterior mandible. She received, before she came to me, she received this augmentation here, but it was infected, so her dentist was removed all graft materials, but the infection was recorded many times. So I opened the wound and I used piezosurgery in order to do piezoelectric bactericidal cleavage until bone bleeding was seen. So I already use piezosurgery when I treat the wounds in order to remove the necrotic bone tissue. According to some literature, piezoelectric curettage is bactericidal curettage, much more effective to kill bacteria with curettage compared to the manual curettage. Now you can see the bone bleeding on the defect, and I placed the anesthesia of 4 or 5 seizure blocks were placed in order to accelerate wound healing. This patient came back to me after 11 months healing. Wow, it's a huge body defect. What would you like to do? Patient-oriented augmentation or doctors-oriented augmentations. The first display was elevated. There is no mental level here. So after osteotomy for implant placement, I use the HCM in order to collect some autogenous bone chip and in order to do decortication at the same time. This is the way. And I place the implant at the same time. All stability of all implants was very good. Thanks to endosotomy. Only 2 or 3 millimeters, 2 to 3 millimeters edge engagement was achieved here in order to avoid damage to the epithelium. And now you can see the 9 millimeter high exposed of implants. And tenting pore abutment, and 2 were placed on each implant. Small amount of one was disrupted and still the white bone was disrupted, and radio membrane was placed without membrane text. Membrane sterilization suits in order to save surgical time. And CGM membrane was carved on the implant membrane in order to accelerate wound healing. So this healing cancer will stop. Now you can see the second metabolic augmentation. This is a post-op. This is still after 4 months period. The bone under the Santa in a long exposed implant. How was done after 4 months healing in order to deliver masticating function. To treat everything at the same time. And restoration. For the bone, over implant platform. 1 year old. No more remodeling marginal bone resorption with this simple concept. It's another case. You can see the mucosa increase change on both sides. So this patient want me to do sinus augmentation here first. He wanted to save his teeth for mastication. So I did bone graft sinus augmentation with 2 implant placement. For ridge augmentation, for vertical ridge augmentation, I did not use painting or watermark in this case. It's the wall. You from the wall. You from the wall in the side. 100% orthodox wall. After delivering final restoration on the right side, I remove completeness on the left side. And this is with healing. You can see the reduced size of mucosa thickness. 2 months. Now all these big cysts was almost disappeared. Whole sickness forever was relieved. Wow. Huge bone communication on crystal on palate. What would you like? If you're not based on flat bone membrane, total grafting materials, what if infection happens? What would you like? ROW was prepared with physiology. After preparing ROW window, the sinus mucosa was be elevated through lateral window and the cresta, and through the bony communication. Make sure to expose medial wall of sinus cavity in order to get maximum blood supply in from sinus wall. Because mucosa preparation is bigger than the size of CGF membrane, I placed the gelatin sponge first, first resolvable gelatin sponge. The gelatin sponge is disappeared within 1 or 2 weeks in the site, and CGF membrane was placed. Yeah. Gelatin sheet was placed. Eventually, and CGF membrane was placed. And then implants were placed at the same time. We need to do under osteotomy always to get stability of the implant. Now you can see is about 6 mm vertical division in implants. And Santa 1 was placed on the first femoral, second femoral implant, and Santa 2 was placed first femoral. Here's Santa 2 on both implants. Okay, you see that base beam of implants So maybe Mr. Student is less than 5 instances here? No problem. And patient extracted teeth was prepared to those inductively grafting materials. And still tooth bone grafted, so the membrane was out of the bone graft. This is post-time. This is ROB window. This is 5RC. You can see extra three-dimensional visualization. This is before extraction and after extraction. This post-up is the 5-2 healing. Now you can see bone degeneration already happened. Foil power. This is foil power. I did not use the painting port ornament on the right side, so you can see some remodeling vaginal bone. There is no remodeling vaginal bone on the upper side. This patient is a teacher. She came to me with complaint of pain and mobility of the tooth number 46 and 47. So this was extracted and saved in the refrigerator, and one day before surgery, the tooth was prepared to hospital inductive bone graft. After extraction, you can see the huge vertical defect. So three implant was placed by 24 screws. I did a two decortication with the machine. And another two were placed on the implant, and tooth bone was placed over the bone graft, and collagen membrane was placed over the bone graft without membrane text, and state primary tissue was done. This is the first time. This is 6 months period. Amazing. So the main result was achieved with this simple technique. This is the baseline. This is the 1 year loading. This is the 1 year loading. There was no potential actually. So I did switch this activity. I call this procedure 10-minute activity. It takes only 10 to 15 minutes. Generally speaking, in a situation, activity, conventional activity using suturing technique takes almost 1 hour or 30 minutes to 1 hour. But this is technique requires 10 to 15 minutes. Clear picture? Okay, this is one. This is 8 months of healing. You can see attached to the bone. The marginal bone is very stable. And the second critical factor for successful advanced rehabilitation is tension-free primary suture. I talk about how to stabilize grafting material on the bony defect, Now I'd like to talk about the lesions. In species, release of soft tissue often leads to the complication such as exposure of bone graft infection and unfavorable bone regeneration. In many ways, easy to get tension-free primary suture because we can use buccal flap and lingual flap at the same time. In order to do safe and predictable release of lingual flap, peneustat elevator is the only instrument. When you release buccal flap, you need to use the 15C blade, but to release the lingual flap, peneustat elevator is the only instrument. Do not use 15C blade on lingual flap. You can damage it. You can make damage to the sublingual artery or sublingual gland. So when you, as long as you do the blunt dissection on lingual periosteum with blunt instruments such as the peneustat elevator, you don't need to worry about any damage to the vital organs in lingual flap. This video shows how to relate buccal flap and lingual flap. It takes only 10 seconds or 20 seconds in order to release the lingual flap with the blunt instrument. After making four crestal incision from adjacent tooth to the retromolar pad and two divergent vertical incision are made beyond mucogingival junction. After elevating buccal flap, do not leave any soft tissue on the bony surface. And make sure to elevate non-flap area in order to facilitate the passage of needle to be closed. So you need to elevate tissue here and here. This is the real-time video. This is almost the real-time video. It takes only 10 or 20 seconds to elevate lingual flap up to 20 millimeter high with this elevator. After detaching lingual flap from lingual lower mandibular body and hold the lingual flap with forceps and push the lingual flap with elevator lingually and crestal. Periosteum is dissected and the superficial fascia of rhinoid muscle is dissected at the same time with this simple procedure. This is real-time video. It takes only 20 seconds. Do not use a blade to save. If you want to save lingual artery or the lingual flap. After elevating lingual flap and nylon should is penetrated in the lingual flap and pull it lingually to secure the surgical field of view and then due to the lingual surgery and augmentation surgery. In this case, after two placed and bone, membrane, scissor, which was done. This is before. And this is temporary, after temporary restoration. Another case. This patient presented me with this ailing failed implant restoration. I removed this restoration implant and 6 weeks of healing was allowed, and before the incision was done, and lingual flap was released before implant placement, and the lingual flap is infected with the suture And after osteotomy for implant placement, the ACM was used for codification and implant was placed. And even though the apical engagement of implant body was done, but you can take very good visa stability or implants. You need at least 5% implant stability. Final two, orthoscopic wall, and the line wall, plasma membrane, and 2 or 3 coordination tissues was done, and then continuous adaptation tissue was done in order to save surgical time. This is the post-op. This is the 4 months involved to get the real 3-dimensional picture implementation. Or after only 4 months healing, impression was taken. You get the bone or implant form, implant platform, and private stations. This video shows how to release the backup plan. Backup plan always should be released with a new 15C blade before it gets blunt. Do not use the blade when you use to make crestal incision. You should always use new blade. And crestal release incision should be extended beyond anterior and vertical incision, not between anterior and posterior vertical incision. Crestal release incision overextended beyond vertical incisions. And make sure to get at least a 10 millimeter overlap of buccal plate or lingual plate before grafting. Before grafting, you should get 10 millimeter overlap. After bone grafting, you need to get 2 millimeter overlapping of buccal plate or lingual plate or palate plate. This is a real tension issue. My colleague, who is an oral and maxillofacial surgeon, took this patient to me. His old implant restoration was failed due to heavy implantitis here. Wow, I created a huge one even here. I took these 2 teeth out in order to prepare osteoinductive grafting materials before surgery. And this is the operative community showing severe bone destruction. 4 seconds level elevation. Because of the huge bone calculations. So I did the crestal, of course, the sinus organization without grafting materials. Take a closer look at the 10 millimeter thick palatal tissue. We don't need too much thick palatal tissue, so if you need to cut some palatal tissue, we need only 5 millimeter thick palatal tissue. And the tendon screw implant was placed. These implants were placed at 2 millimeters subcrestally to the proximal bone height. And now, after placing all implants, you can see the 10 millimeter vibration. Huge dimension that was placed. And the partial excision of excessive palatal tissue was done. About 5 millimeters thick of thick palatal tissue was excised in order to make a space for bone graft. And too small, And bovine one was the inductive fish one, and was the conductive bovine one was grafted at the layer bone graft. Membrane, CGF, finally, tension tissue was done. As I mentioned before, when you make delineation of testal delineation incident, testal incident should be always tended beyond or 2 millimeters or 3 millimeters beyond vertical incision, not between two vertical incisions. So you need to get at least 10 millimeter overlap or buccal flap or palatal flap before grafting. After grafting, you should get 2 or 3 millimeter overlap of buccal flap or palatal flap. I call this 10 to 2 principle. 10 to 2 principle. It's a postdoc, seriously. And for our work, about 10 minutes. But I cannot place any grafting materials. The final assessment was done by my colleagues. For the form, over enough. For the other case, implant was placed as tentacle screw. 5 minutes for the efficiency is the same. Lambda sticky bone. This is here. This is 3 months of healing. You can see the bones around implants. After 3 months of healing, temporary was relieved. No texture transmission. Only 3 months healing. Only 4 months healing. And only you can get a good stability of implant. If you cannot get good stability of implant, less than 20, you can wait for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. If you have good stability, more than 30 newtons here, 3 months of healing is enough. This is actually was done. This is a 2 years, 6 months loading. This is a 2 years, 6 months loading, showing stable marginal bone. In another case, alien implant was failed for a huge defect. Would you like to delay the procedure using machine or platform, or would you like to immediate implant placement in order to reduce a dangerous healing period for your patient? Would you like to do patient-oriented practice? Would you like to do doctor-oriented practice? It depends on you. Implant was placed simultaneously at the tentacle screw, tattoo, good stability of implant was achieved. Silver membrane, which was 3 months, 2 weeks healing. Even though huge defect was seen, but initial stability was good, so I waited for just 3 months and 2 weeks for recovery. Temporary station was done. After 4 months, loading of temporary respiration, I did the shift system. 10 days. 3 months. There's another case, same technique, 8 millimeter hard vertical dimension, good. Implant stable was good. Lateral Santa too strong, bovine bone, membrane, tibia. After 4 months healing, temporary restoration was relieved, but the test detected the gingiva was not enough. Final restoration was relieved. Wow, amazing vertical regeneration. Should this was done later? You can see the good. Cut and gingiva around. Restoration. Santa had a lot of benefits it prevents collapse of bone graft during healing, and it maintains the volume of bone graft during healing. So Santa-assisted bone augmentation becomes simple and less invasive compared to any other complicated augmentation technique, such as we mentioned, wrap-on or bony plate technique. This technique reduces the number of surgery steps to one steady procedure, and this procedure shortens dangerous healing period. What is the suturist ability? This is the final session of my first part one lecture. This is the recently published article by me, simplified predictive graft implantation using metal tissue cyanide relay. There are many types of the cyanide relay which are available in dental and medical market. So this slide shows you the surgical procedure of this suturist application. Look at the paper, look at the frame. So conventional ethically reposition of the black was done, and the water shoot was used to stabilize the ethically repositioned flap, and the gingival graft parts from palate in. You don't need to take deep palate. The thin FGG is enough in order to reduce post-operative pain on the palate, and then place the FGG here and apply one or two drops of cyanoacrylate along the upper border of FGG, and use resins and dry it gently and apply the poison chemicals. No such. Everything is simple. Another case, 30 years. I have done this technique more than 20 years. I'm not very good on this. I'm not good at shooting. But this technique is much better result than conventional FGG using shooting. So, compared to the conventional FGG using shooting technique, Suturist FGG it has a larger advantage. This technique is simple technique, easy technique, and this technique eliminates major surgery. This technique avoids tissue trauma from multiple leader functions. So this technique produces less graft series. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but more simple. As Einstein said, we be our implant surgery simple as possible. Thank you very much for your kind attention. I will reach you again after breaking time. Thank you.